So Shondell and I are gonna go over the STEAM script. And the cool part about the STEAM script is that it's made up of little conversations within the script. Sometimes you don't even have to use all of it, but one thing that I learned from all the leaders when I was new, right, is you don't make up anything. That if it's not broken, don't try to fix it, right? So just learn it first, master it first, right? Then you'll know exactly what we're talking about and you'll know what to expect. Our job is just to help you just kind of go through the minefield, right? And avoid as much mines as possible. So learn from us and learn from our mistakes and learn from what we've ran into. So we
Why do we call it the STEAM script?
yeah, so great job. Darius, what does STEAM stand for? So when we STEAM call somebody, we're looking for certain characteristics in somebody, okay? So S stands for sales, right? You're not looking for salesy people, but wouldn't you guys agree that you wouldn't buy something from someone if you don't like them?
Right.
Right, so we're looking for people, right? That's what sales means, right? T stands for teacher. Somebody who's maybe not a formal teacher, but they've been a mentor before, a coach before. You know, parents have to be forced to be somewhat teachers, right? So parents are great. E, enthusiastic. I think that's self-explanatory. You don't have to be super hyped like me all the time, but be an excited version of yourself. You can tell when somebody's dull on the phone. A stands for action oriented. Somebody who's just gonna get things done, right? Not take forever to get started. And then M stands for money motivated. Somebody who's not gonna waste time, right? They're actually, their time is money. When I work with somebody like Jack, who's used to making 6 figures already, I know his time is money. He's gonna do something. He's gonna do work, right? He's not gonna sit around and be on Instagram all day long, right? Some people do that and they expect they're gonna make money just reposting memes all day long. But that's not Jack and that's not me, right? So, but when we STEAM call somebody, those are the characteristics. So when I first got STEAM called years ago, I didn't know there was a script. My trainer didn't tell me that there was any script at all. So all he did was say, bring people, get licensed and show up, right? Bring people, put them in front of me, get licensed, show up. That's all I knew. Then when I was independent, I got introduced to this script and I started reading it and I'm like, wait, hold up. Did my script that? At first I was offended because I'm like, dang. But then I said, wow, I'm pretty intelligent. It worked. So if it worked on me, it's definitely gonna work in general, right? So use it. So this is the STEAM script and Shondell is gonna go through it and she's gonna call me, okay? First, we're gonna run through it normally, then we're gonna go through the objections. Sometimes you have a perfect call and they have no objections, they're gonna book it. The best thing that I can tell you guys, the best tip, one of the best tips is when you call people that are warm market, right, to somebody, lukewarm market, what does that mean? That doesn't mean that I called a random number that doesn't know me. That's not bad. Like Samir said, it is a way, but when you call somebody where, let's say D'Arius three-way texts his cousin, right? And the text says, hey, heads up, right? This is Jennifer. Heads up, I just referred you to a work opportunity. Thank me later. Expect a call from Jennifer Lee at 202 so-and-so. If D'Arius sends that three-way text connecting me and his cousin, now it's warm market. Now it was a referral. Now when I call the cousin, he's already expecting my call, right? It's not out of the blue. And then I really have no objections. But like Samir said, you do have to learn how to get on the phone and overcome these. So yeah, go ahead.
All right, awesome. So I'm gonna go through my script. It might be slightly different, but this is exactly what I say when I'm calling people. Specifically if I'm calling from resumes, right? But you can take this script and alter it a little bit depending on who you're contacting, where you're contacting them from as well, and it would still work. So, all right, I'm gonna call Jen. So, hi, can I please speak to Jen?
This is her.
Hi, Jen. My name is Shondell Dovey. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. I was actually calling about a possible career opportunity with my company. I just ran across your resume and I was wondering if you're still looking for work.
Yeah, I'm open.
Okay, great. You have a couple minutes to talk now?
Sure.
All right, perfect. So what I do is I help run a financial firm called PFS Investments. Are you familiar with us at all?
No.
Okay, well, we actually work with a lot of companies that you may know, like Fidelity, AIG, MetLife. Have you heard of any of those?
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, we're a national firm. We have about 4,500 offices in the United States, and we have a local office in Tyson's Corner right now that we're currently expanding out of. The role is going to be a financial representative, and it'll be mainly remote over Zoom, but we do meet once or twice a week in the office in Tyson. So right now, I'm looking for someone that we can train or work with in the financial industry as a representative that may have some experience in customer service, leadership, management. Maybe they trained and developed others or worked on a team. Do you feel you have some of those qualities?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Are you still working at Amazon as a delivery driver?
Yeah, part-time.
Okay, part-time.
Yeah.
Okay, are you doing something else full-time?
No, I
Just
was
that?
looking
Okay, perfect. So how long have you been doing that for?
about 4 years.
4 years, okay. And are you, so you are looking, right? So are you looking for a specific type of work or just keeping your options open for any field right now?
No, just keeping my options open.
Okay, perfect. And where do you live right now?
DC,
DC, okay. And you're familiar with Tyson's?
yes,
Have you been here before?
yes.
Okay, perfect. So what I'd like to do is meet with you in person and get you as much information as possible. So we can get you scheduled for one of our next hiring events that we have this month at our office in Tyson's. And our head broker will go over all the information about the role, the training, and the compensation. And then afterwards, we can see if there's a mutual fit and I can answer any further questions that you may have. Would that work for you?
Yeah.
Perfect. So our next event is going to be on Wednesday at noon. Do you have anything that you can't get out of during that time?
No,
No, okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna do is just confirm the spelling of your name, confirm your email address, and then I'll send you the details to the office. Sorry. And what to wear, what to bring. I'm also gonna send you a text the night before. That way to make sure that it's still good. And then we'll look forward to meeting you then.
okay, awesome.
All right, perfect. So that's the script, guys. That's what I say, and you want to say that as many times as possible as you can throughout the week to get people out here. If you're making those resume calls.
So running back really quick, so ask me if Wednesday works for me and then I'll say no.
Okay, so yeah, so our next hiring event is on Wednesday at noon. Do you have anything you can't get out of?
Oh, I mean, I work that day.
You work that day?
Yeah,
Okay, well, our next event is on Saturday then. It's like a week out from now.
Saturday.
Saturday
time?
morning at 9:30, would that work?
Yeah, I can make that work.
Okay, for sure. And there's nothing else that would come up that would prevent you?
No.
Okay, all right, cool. Is that what you wanted to do, or did you want to say something else? Okay, all right, cool. Awesome. So that's there. Now, let's say we call and then they don't pick up and you want to leave a message. So this is my message. Hi, this message is for Jen Lee. My name's Shondell Dobie. I was calling about a possible career opportunity with my company. I ran across your resume and just felt you had some of the qualities that we're looking for. So if you can give me a call back, I'd love to get a chance to speak with you and get you more details. My direct phone number where you can reach me is 571-320, blah, blah, blah. Look forward to hearing back. Great. Super easy message and professional.
Do you use this with More Market too, or LinkedIn or more?
More so for resumes. The only thing that'll be different if I'm calling somebody from War Market is I'm not gonna say I ran across your resume, obviously, right? So when I say if it's War Market, like let's say I'm working with Anita, brand new, so I'll say, hi, can I please speak to Jen?
Yeah, this is her.
Hi, Jen, my name's Shondell Dobie. I was actually reaching out to you because we have mutual friends with Anita.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm excited to speak with you. Anita just started working with our company part-time. She's actually getting licensed in the state and she's responsible for helping us find quality people and talent. She says you were hardworking, motivated, liked helping people. Is that true?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, perfect. And then I'll go right into the same script from there, right? So just a slight variation, but then I'm gonna ask the same question.
Yeah, so if you guys hear the tone of voice that I give, if I'm just a resume versus, the areas referred me, I'm gonna be so elated to talk to Shondell. If I was expecting the call and I was actually looking, or I might just be like, oh yeah, let me check out what this is about, but if you catch that, Shondell complimented me. So when you compliment people, it opens them up, right? So if you're getting a referral from your new recruit, and for those of you guys who are brand new and you haven't sat down and made that list with your trainer yet, and your trainer's asking questions like, oh, describe this person in 1 or 2 words, that's for that purpose, so that we can build perfectly for you in that manner and get them to open up and it can be a smooth transition. So,
All right, so let's go through some of the objections that we get, typically.
What would you say if you're calling someone, but the source doesn't want to be revealed, right? Like, let's say Jack says, man, I used to work with this guy, but we just didn't have that kind of relationship, but I do think that he would be good. Like random, just call, but don't say that it's me that referred.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
So, very similar to saying that he referred, but instead of that, I'll just say, hi, can I please speak to Jen?
This is her.
Hi, Jen, my name's Shondell Dobie. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Great. Well, I was actually just reaching out to you about a possible career opportunity. Some of your information was passed to me as someone that may be open to a part-time opportunity. Would you be open to, do you have a couple minutes to talk now?
Yeah, how'd you get my number though?
Yeah, so I actually work like a corporate recruiter and headhunter. Are you familiar with how they operate?
No.
Okay, well, I usually get a lot of information from various sources for people that may have some experience that we're looking for, like leadership, management, customer service. Do you have any of that background?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, cool. Well, you have a couple minutes to talk briefly?
Sure.
Perfect.
Another way is like, let's say that somebody gives me. Let's say that I hire Jack and then he gives me a list of 100 people, right? Assumptively, 20 out of the 100, I can use your name because those are your good friends. But how many numbers do we have in our phone that are people that we haven't talked to in a very long time? And it's awkward to say, oh, this person referred because maybe I just met you one time. But Bao could be great. I only met her one time, but she could be born to do this business. So that's that anonymous call. So people say, well, where did you get my name and number? Maybe they're not looking and they didn't apply. So they're like, well, yeah, I'm willing to listen to you, but where'd you get my information? So what does she say? We have a lot of different sources. Could have been, I say, could have been a school that you went to, could have been an organization, a job, right? Maybe a mutual friend. Did I get the wrong information? They'll say, no, tell me more. So I give them an out by saying it could have been all these sources, could have been a mutual friend, right? Did I get the wrong information? If they say, yeah, okay, thanks for your time. But most people say, no, I was just wondering, keep going. Huge. When you can turn a random number into a guess and into a recruit, how much power does that give you? Most people don't talk to people they don't know because they don't know what to say. We're telling you what to say. You can turn literally an unknown number, and I'm going to tell you a good story about that after they finish, into an actual warm market prospect, right? So let's go through the objections.
All right, so a couple ones that we run into. So the first one is,
What is the position?
yeah, so right now, Jen, we're actually looking to train some people either full-time or part-time as a financial representative. No prior experience is required. We provide full training and certification if someone meets the qualities we're looking for. We're just looking for people with management, leadership, people skills, or trained and developed others. So we'd love to set up a time to meet with you if there's a mutual fit. I have Wednesday or Saturday available, which is better.
Wednesday.
Okay, perfect. And then you go through and schedule.
Well, what's the pay like?
What's the pay like? All right, so that then, we have people that work about 8 to 10 hours per week and make an extra 1,500 to 2,000 a month part-time. Is that something that you think could benefit you?
Yeah.
Great. Our next hiring event is Wednesday. Would that work for you?
Yes.
Perfect. So real quick before we move on, every time you answer a question from them, you always want to ask a question back, right? You want to stay in control of the conversation. If you just answer with a statement, what's gonna happen?
That's more question.
They're gonna ask another question, right? So you want to stay in control. The person who asks the most questions is in control of the conversation. So every objection that we go through, you always want to end with a question. All right, so now I'm gonna ask you. All right, Jen, is this sales?
It's a financial brokerage. Are you familiar with real estate?
Yeah, I am actually.
We're very similar, except we provide financial services and planning to individuals, families, or business owners. So it's not your typical sales. Do you like helping people?
Yeah, I love helping people.
Okay, great. And then set up a time.
Perfect. Is this commission?
Are you looking for commission?
I've never done commission.
Okay, so you've never done it before? Well, with the job, you get paid one way. Here, we actually get paid 5 different ways. Number 1, fee for service, 2, bonuses, residual income, passive income, and equity. Do you think having the opportunity to make income 5 different ways would benefit you?
Of course.
Okay, great. Our next hiring event is Wednesday. What would that work for you?
Yeah, that works. All right, another, this is very similar, actually.
Yeah, just ask me it again.
Yeah, so, is it commission or salary?
Well, we do pay a fee for service, bonuses, and overrides. Just to give you an example, I have people that work 8 to 10 hours per week and make an extra $1,500 to $2,000 per month, part-time. Is that something you think you could benefit from?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, our next hiring event is Wednesday. Would that work for you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Any questions on that, guys? Have you guys heard those questions before? All right, all the time, people wanna know.
Now you guys have the answers.
So these are some answers. There's another one too, like especially when you're calling resumes, I don't have it up here on the screen, but a lot of people will ask about, the reason why they're asking if it's commission or salary, number 1 is they might have not done it. But number 2, they're scared. They're like, I have a mortgage, I have kids, I got mouths to feed. I don't know if that's gonna work. So because I know that they're gonna say that, I'm gonna say it before they bring it up, right? So Jen says, hey, is this commission? I say, well, yeah, it is. It's actually performance based, but I understand that you may have big responsibilities like a mortgage, kids, things you gotta take care of. So that's why a lot of people from your industry just give it a shot on a part-time basis while you're still looking for your full-time with your salary and your benefits. So if you could just do it part-time, would you be open to exploring it? Right? Something like that. All right, so I don't have any experience in finance.
The background in finance isn't required. We're willing to mentor and train the right person in the industry. We are primarily looking for people that are ambitious, motivated, and willing to learn. Do you keep your options open for additional streams of income?
Yeah.
Okay, our next hiring event is Wednesday. Would that work for you?
Yep.
All right. What exactly does your company do though?
Well, our company, we actually help families with their financial future. We educate them on how to create wealth, reduce their taxes, and become completely debt-free. Is that something that you'd feel good? Is that something you would feel good helping families with?
Yes.
Great. Our next hiring event is Saturday at 9:30. Would that work for you?
I'm working.
You're working. Is there any way you can go in late to work?
I can ask.
You can ask?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's do it. Let's schedule for 9:30. Sometimes you just ask it.
Literally. If you don't ask, you don't get, guys. You miss 100% of the shots.
You don't take.
You don't take.
Right.
And also, when actually I couldn't make it, quote unquote, there's no such thing as I can't, by the way. When people say I can't, in their mind, it's just not worth it to them to miss their job. Is that fair?
Yes.
Right? So I was paycheck to paycheck or paycheck to Monday, 80 hours a week in food service. And the person, Justin, who originally Steve called me, I couldn't make it on Thursday in my mind. And then Saturday I couldn't make it, but then he let me go for Thursday. He goes, hey, is there any way you can switch your shift for Saturday? That's where I got that from. I said, yeah, I can ask somebody. Who doesn't want to take a Saturday shift and make the most money?
Yeah. So I say always ask too, because sometimes people literally, they hate their job. They're like, they don't want to go to work. Like I call a lot of people for the Wednesday and it's in the middle of their day. It's at 12 o'clock and people are working 9 to 5. And I always ask, I was like, so what hours do you work? Well, I work typically 9 to 5. I was like, okay, well, our meeting during the week is actually at noon. So it's during lunch. I mean, is there any way that you'd be able to take some time out and make it out to the office? And all people are like, yeah, sure. I'll find out if I could move things around and I can be there. Right? So just always ask, always ask. So I get this one a lot.
Can you send me an email with job descriptions?
Well, actually, I don't send out any emails because we're limited by FINRA on what we can send out. But like I said, we're looking to train financial representative, either part-time or full-time. When we meet, I'll actually go into all the details about the position. And if there's a mutual interest, we can go from there. Is that fair?
Sure. I just don't want to waste your time.
You want to waste my time? Okay. Well, I mean, you said you were looking for something different, right?
Yes.
And what don't you like so much about your job now?
Just not enough pay.
I know.
Needing a little bit more.
More money. Okay, so if we can show you that there's an opportunity to make more money here, do you think that'd be worth your time?
Yes.
Nice hiring event is Wednesday. Would that work for you?
Absolutely, I'll quit my job today.
Alright. Those are the main ones that.
Give it up for Chantel.
Any questions? Any other ones that you guys have gotten?
How do we get those information?
Oh, it'll be on our Telegram thread, it's standard. Yep, it'll go out to you guys and then it'll be on YouTube, so.
One thing I always get asked is for a business card, would that work in? Like replacement of that?
No, not necessarily, but I mean, nowadays, man, I'm just like, I could give you a business card, but I could just text you my personal cell right now.
Yeah,
You okay with that?
sometimes you just have to be straightforward with people. I get that a lot too, but you're prospecting, you know, like you're meeting people out and about because you work in a cafe, you know? So you're naturally gonna get that anyways, especially downtown DC. You just let them know, hey, I didn't expect to meet you today, but what I can do is text you my number. What's your number? And that's it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's kind of the same, what was already answered, but like it's a business owner, I'm gonna have a busy month. I don't think I can make any meetings, stuff like that.
So as a business owner and you're talking, they're open to the opportunity already?
Yeah, they're open to opportunity, they own a paint company, but he's like projected, he's already booked a lot of days throughout the week. Do I just say like evenings or Sundays or something?
Yeah, you find
Yeah,
the
so
time to
the-
meet with them individually, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going over how to get someone, generally they're inviting to these meetings, but you can meet with people one-on-one if they don't have the. Good job.
We got one more.
What's the name of the company? I get asked that all the time.
PFS Investments, Primerica,
Are you familiar with
are
us?
you familiar with us?
Find us on the New York Stock Exchange under PRI.
That's a good one. You can find us on the New York Stock Exchange under PRI. Be honest with me.